Hello, my name is Mark Anderson of Heritage Church Organ Company of Orem, Utah. It's my pleasure to be your host during these next few minutes as we take a video tour of your new Rodgers Trillium Masterpiece 788L. Let's start first with the bench blocks. Your new organ is equipped with a bench block system to accommodate the appropriate height for your legs. If the bench is set inside the bench blocks, it's the normal AGO height. By removing the blocks on each side, you're an inch lower, or you can flip the block over and set it on the top, and you're an inch higher. The on-off switch is located underneath the Rodgers nameplate. The top of the switch turns the organ on. It takes about 30 seconds for the organ to boot up as it is run by a computer. Leave the organ on during the entire sacrament meeting. Then you don't have that boot up period to wait for each hymn. If you forget and leave the organ on, it's okay because the organ has an automatic shut off after 2 hours of non-use. Notice the display screen right in the middle of the organ. After the organ is booted up, it'll come up lit up in the transposer position. Notice also that there is a clock for your convenience in being able to know when to start and stop preludes. A very handy feature to have without having to look around the chapel for a clock to see how much longer you have to play. Located next to the on-off switch is a headphone jack. This is so you can use a set of headphones to practice privately if you wish. By plugging in a standard stereo 1/4-inch jack, it will shut the speakers off on the organ and everything goes through the headphones so that you can practice in case there's something else going on in the church. Notice that the transposer is in the 0 position, which means it's in the normal key. To be able to raise or lower the pitch, use the transposer knob, which is located on the right-hand side of the organ. Let's transpose a hymn and show you how. By turning the knob to the left, it will lower the key. Or turning the knob to the right will raise it. When you're finished with the hymn, get in the habit of using the cancel button, which is located underneath the Great Manual on the very right. It has a 0 on it. This will not only shut the stops off, but will also cancel the transposer and take it back to the normal key. That prevents you from accidentally playing the next hymn in a transposed key. Let's talk about the location of the stops. At the beginning is the pedal division, which is located on the left. The swell division, or the upper keyboard, is located in the middle of the organ. And on the right-hand side, the great stops, or the lower manual. To turn the stops off or on, these are lighted stops. By simply touching them on the bottom half of the stop, they will turn on. And to shut them off, reverse process, just touch the top of the stop and they will shut off. If you have several stops on, the easiest way to shut them off is with the cancel button, as we just mentioned before, and canceling your stops in the transposer. The same cancel button will shut them all off at one shot. Let's talk about the expression pedals, or expression shoes as they are sometimes referred to. The left expression pedal is for the great and the pedal division. The expression pedal in the middle is for the swell division, or this upper manual. This is a wonderful advantage to be able to have split expression, to be able to, for instance, accent the melody in a prelude, or to be able to take the accompaniment down in your accompaniment division. In playing hymns, oftentimes the great pedal and swell are set at the same volume. You can do one of two things. You can either straddle those two pedals so that they are playing, coming up and down together, or located on the organ is a button called All Expressions to Swell. By pushing that, it shuts the left pedal off and puts all the expression on the swell shoe, so the volumes come up and down together. Next to the swell shoe is the crescendo pedal. Notice when you're feeling it with your foot that it is slightly higher than the expression shoes. This is so that you'll know that it's the crescendo pedal and not mix it up with the expression pedals. The crescendo will add stops. It's not a volume control, but starts with the 8-foot stops, and as you press the crescendo pedal down, it will add stops till it gets to full organ. There are also expression indicators to help you know what volume levels work, located on the right hand side of the organ. The left one corresponds with the left expression pedal. The swell expression is located in the middle, just as the swell shoe is. And the crescendo pedal, located on the right, comes up in a different color, in an amber color, and as the indicator goes up, more stops come on. One step above the crescendo is the tutti, and it has a red light on top. So if you hit the tutti button, which is located underneath the swell division, that will turn on the red indicator light, meaning that all stops of the organ are playing for full organ. When you get done playing the tutti or any other combination stops, again use your cancel button. It will also shut the tutti off, as well as any other stops you have. The crescendo pedal, however, needs to be manually brought down to its 0 position.